I'm such a huge fan of yours in Artemis Fowl. You did a really great job in the movie.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I got about 10 questions I would like to ask you about the movie. And I'm so excited to just jump in and learn a lot more about you and what it was like to work in the movie.
Go for it.
How did you end up getting the role of Juliet for Artemis Fowl? What made the producers like you so much?
So I originally auditioned for Holly and did about 4 or 5 auditions. And I ended up getting to a process called screen testing. So you get in the costume and you do your hair and just go through the script so they produce you as you would look like in the character. And I found out that I didn't get the part, but Ken was giving me the opportunity to play Juliet, which I was really, really grateful for. And it sort of just went from there. And in terms of the producers, I can't tell you what they saw in me, but I guess they just saw someone who was really interested in Holly and was quite a hard worker, I guess.
And you auditioned for Holly and then you went for Juliet. If you played as Holly, what would you have done compared to Laura?
I don't know. I feel like that has to be a question if I had gotten the part. But yeah, I think Laura played an amazing Holly, and I was so happy to find out that she was playing Holly because we had met at the screen test. So it was nice to know there was going to be a familiar face on the set. But yeah,
that's really wonderful. So the director of the film is Kenneth Branagh. I hope I pronounced that right. Were you familiar with his work and were you a fan of his, or was all his work new to you?
So I wasn't too familiar with him, but I loved his work in Harry Potter, and I obviously knew how much of an inspiration he was because of his title, his Sir. But yeah, I was really excited to meet him and, well, at the time, potentially work with him.
Yeah, Kenneth was really great in Harry Potter as well. I'm a huge fan of his work from that as well. So seeing him direct Artemis Fowl was definitely a surprise, a wonderful surprise for me, and he does such a beautiful job doing the film.
Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. I really think so.
And how did you prepare for your role of Juliet? And did you read any of the books to prepare?
So once I'd done a couple of the auditions, I decided to read the book anyways. And I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. I couldn't really put down the book. One just got better than the other when I read more and more. So I sort of prepared for the role of Holly at the time. So, but I sort of had a background info on Juliet. So once I got her, I did more research and things like that. But the best thing about being able to, start a new movie is the fact that you get to sort of develop new characteristics into your character. So I have to say that's one of the funnest things I got to do with Juliet.
And what do you remember from your very first day on the set? The set was really amazing. A lot of your scenes take place inside Fowl Manor, which is such a memorable set, and it looks really cool on screen. How much of it was actually there in the world for you to interact with?
So in terms of the first question, I just had a mini question. Do you mean my first day on set or my first day filming?
What do you remember from your first day on the set?
So my first day on set was sort of just a double check for costume and hair, and it was sort of a mini surprise. We got to do a little tea party in the house, and it was unfinished, so we got to see just little parts of it. We got to see the big chandelier, and it was really magical. It was a really magical experience, and I got to hang out with the cast beforehand. And it was just a really, really nice experience. And I think I was very shocked because I'd never done such a big movie before. So it was really weird from going to being on quite a small set to this huge, massive mansion with people rushing around trying to, get it finished.
And how much did you enjoy working with the cast?
They were all amazing. We were like one big family on set. They were all, honestly, the most interesting and funniest people to work with, and I don't think I could have wished for a better cast. That's
really amazing, and the cast did a beautiful job with all their roles, and I think everyone really nailed it, and everything, which is pretty phenomenal. And I'm really happy with how the film turned out with the cast and how the crew made it come to life. Really amazing.
Yeah, I was super proud of how it looked. I got to see a bit of it in ADR last year, and it just looked amazing. So I couldn't wait to share it with the world.
And I'm glad you did. I'm really happy with it, and I watched the film 12 times already, so I'm pretty amazed. I'm amazed with how everything turned out, and I learn something new every time I watch.
Yeah, I think there's a couple little sort of Easter eggs you get to see in there, and yeah, I really thought it was a well done to Ken and all the producers, and yeah, hopefully we get to make another one.
Yeah, I really hope there's a sequel. There's so many books and there's so many stories to tell, and I hope Disney makes another movie with Artemis Fowl. That would be really amazing to have.
Yeah.
So Julia has some pretty brave moments. I think of the moment when she jumps off the overlook and swings from the chandelier. That had to involve quite a bit of stunt performing. Did you have a double, or did you take a leap yourself? Did you do any stunt training?
So I actually did 2 weeks prior to filming, so during rehearsals, I actually got to do 2 weeks of straight stunt training, so I could sort of get my body ready for how much, physical, stunts I'd have to do on set. And so, yeah, I got to do a lot of different stunt training. So we did wire work, we did kickboxing, we did acro, we did running, we did archery, and we got to do kendo, obviously, because of the big scene. And so I have to say, I got really, really lucky to be able to do most of my own stunts. I can't claim all of them, but I had an amazing stunt actor who she was amazing. She made me look awesome, and she was really, really good at everything she did. And I actually did get to swing off the balcony when Juliet lands on the balcony, but I didn't get to do the chandelier stuff, but it looked amazing anyway. And it was honestly a blast working with the whole stunt team, the coordinator, because they made things super safe, but also really, really exciting.
And during your stunt training, what part of it did you enjoy the most?
I have to say, my favourite part, I think, was definitely doing the stunt rehearsals with Nonzo, the kendo scene. The rehearsing for that was really fun because obviously we did it once a day for a couple of hours, and the stunt sort of sequence kept changing, so we got to learn new things and different things. And I think it was also very fun at the time, me being a 13-year-old girl who was 4'11", fighting a 6'4" man. It was really, really funny.
That's really cool. Do you have a favorite memory from your time on the set of Artemis Fowl? Was there a memory that really sticks out to you as being the most fun you had?
Yeah, I have to say my favourite memory had to be, it was part of the troll scenes in the house, and Ken decided to get some speakers for the house and decided to blast music so that we could run around and pretend to be chased by this big troll, and we got to run through the whole library, which was super fun, and smash stuff, and it was really, really fun. It sort of reminded me of like the Scooby-Doo sequence where they're all sort of running after each other.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can totally see that. But no, that scene was definitely really incredible. I think because it lasted so long, there were so many exciting moments to enjoy from that troll scene.
Yeah, I have to say during filming it was pretty intense because obviously we had to smash and break stuff and have to have like things exploding. So we have to be pretty careful, and also you can only really do the scene a couple times because every time they'd have to break a door or smash a window, they'd have to put back in that window, and it'd take about half an hour. So you have to. It was a long couple of hours every day, but it was super worth it to see how it turned out.
That's really amazing. I actually wondered how the Fowl Manor parts or any other scenes from different movies get put back together to do over and over again. So hearing that from you,
Yeah.
I just learned something new. So being that Artemis Fowl is a Disney movie, how much of an influence did Disney have on your upbringing? And do you have a favorite Disney movie or character?
Oh, Disney was a huge part of my upbringing. I've always loved the idea of magic and being able to watch magical movies. And Disney was a huge part of the reason that I started my career, because I love the way that Disney movies made me feel. And I love to make kids or adults feel the way that I felt watching those movies.
Right.
And so, yeah, it was definitely a huge part of my childhood, and it's definitely a huge part of my life now. And my favourite movie has to be Princess and the Frog. Favourite Disney movie, Princess and the Frog. And my favourite character is Tiana, because I always thought I looked like her. And I also really love the snacks that they use in it, which is beignets. I actually got them last time I went to Disneyland, and I got a pack of 6, and I stuffed my face. But yeah, I really love that movie.
Disney actually had a huge part of my life as well, and it's the reason why I hope to have a career at Disney someday. And seeing movies like Artemis Fowl just makes it more exciting for me to reach towards my goal, because if there's ever a sequel or more movies, Artemis Fowl will be the movie I want to work on.
Yeah, it's sorted. I can see you as what would you want to do?
Not exactly sure yet. I'm an artist, so I love to do a lot of art. So maybe set designing or creating animation would be my number one goal. So
I can see you in special effects.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, good. I'll have a little conversation with Ken.
And as for Disney, I think my favorite all-time movie, like yours, is actually my favorite. My favorite is actually Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
It really is, and because I watched it so many times, I actually relate to both those characters on a personal basis. Like with Lilo, we're both weird and different, and Stitch is like an outsider. So seeing that movie over and over again just has a deep personal meaning for me.
Yeah, and I think it's super important to have like a connection to the characters in the movies, and yeah, I think it's such a good movie for friendship. I love that movie. It's really good.
It really is, and because I have autism, I love that I can identify with many fictional characters compared to real people, because I can look at the movies or TV shows and say, that's me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I got 2 more questions for you. What do you like to do when you're not acting?
So I am a very artsy person. So I would do anything that is messy. So I love to paint. I love to draw. I love to, get my hands on something and recreate it. Or I painted some shoes the other day, and I've been designing a couple bags, which have been super fun. But I also love to do makeup. I absolutely love makeup. I think that it's basically the same as painting. Your face is the canvas, and the paintbrushes are obviously the paintbrushes.
Yeah.
I love creating weird and cool, spooky looks. And yeah, I love to just keep myself busy. I think that I like to keep busy, and yeah, it's been pretty hard not acting, but I found other things to do.
Yeah, and I'm the same way, because I too am an artist, and I like to draw and paint myself, and I always just do that to keep myself busy when there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, it's nice just listening to some music, maybe sit outside in the sun, just, soaking up the rays and painting.
And what do you like to draw or paint?
Oh, that's a good question. I like to draw. I have a passion for fashion, you could say. I love to draw dresses, so design obviously dresses. But I also love I love painting landscapes. So I love to paint, it sounds weird, but like a cloudy place with road. I love to do a lot of sunsets.
Mm-hmm.
I recently tried painting one of my friends, which didn't go too great, but that's okay. You've got to work on it. And I also love just painting things that you aren't meant to paint. So I love painting over photo frames. I love painting shoes. I painted my glasses case the other day. Yeah, I love painting things that aren't meant to be painted. I asked my mum to paint my door, and she said no, but I'll get away with it at some point.
That's really amazing, and I look forward to seeing some of your work sometime.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm thinking about posting a couple things on Instagram, so I'll get you to check them first.
Yeah, and for me, I'm really good at drawing people, so maybe after this I can do a little bit of a sketch for you as Juliet.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And my last question is what are you currently working on any new project?
So, obviously because of the pandemic, everything's sort of gone to a standstill in terms of traveling and things like that. But
Okay.
I've been auditioning for a couple things, and I'm still in the running for them, but we're sort of just waiting because we need to know when it's safe to go, back out into the world and things like that. But yesterday I went into London, obviously social distancing and things. I got to do some ADR for my Netflix movie, A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting, which hopefully comes out later this year. And I played the lead role, Kelly, and I got to see most of the film, which was absolutely amazing. I got to work with the amazing director, Rachel Talalay, and it's got some pretty awesome people in it, so I think you'd really like it.
Well, I wish you all the best on your new project, and I look forward to seeing it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. It was an honor to talk to you and to discuss everything about Artemis Fowl, and it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot from you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll keep in touch. If you
Definitely.
do that drawing, send it to me, and I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, no problem. I'll send it to you on Instagram, or I can forward it to Robert, and he can forward it to you.
Okay, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been awesome to talk to you.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I said it was awesome to talk to you, and I hope to, see you in person one day.
Yeah, same here. I hope to meet you one day too, and it was really great to be talking to you. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed for an Artemis Fowl sequel.
Yes, me too.
Well, you have a lovely day, Tamara.
You too. Thank you so much, Val.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.